Yo, I'm Dirt Rivs. You're watching the Dirty Death podcast, and this is my heterosexual life partner. I just looked the wrong way. He over here.
Yeah. Maybe it's a two, baby. I'm back, motherfucker. Yo, so everybody, we totally just botched the intro, so we're redoing the intro again right now. I did it with no audio. I'm very open with my fans about shit. Happy Pride Month, everybody. It's now June 2nd as we are recording this. Shout out to everybody, pretty much everybody, man, that is, not just falls under, it falls in that category, or identifies in that category, but also allies of people in that category, which myself, I am a supreme supporter of, the LGBTQ community, plus LGBTQ plus community. And, yeah, man, be who the fuck you are, and live your life the way you want to live your life, and don't let anybody fucking ever tell you you can't fucking do that. And yeah,
Straight up.
and there are people, if you ever got issues, people fucking with you, let me know and I'll fuck them up. So this is a heavy week. I've been gone since first week of May, so we haven't done an episode in a while. I was prepping, I just had my kid, everybody, so I've been gone for a while. Wanted to get into the nitty gritty of the news. Definitely the biggest piece of news that has happened since I've been gone, and I'm kind of glad that I had some time to marinate on this before, coming back and making an episode to talk about it, because I didn't even know what the fuck to say. I was so shocked. We lost Trevor Sternad of the Black Dahlia murder. He was definitely one of the predominant voices, maybe the most prominent voice in the death metal community. That fucking guy put on so many bands. There's so many bands that you, as a viewer, if you're into this death metal shit as deep as we are, and you probably are deeper than us if you're watching this. I don't know shit about metal compared to a lot of the viewers that come out and throw cool shit at me. But a lot of bands wouldn't have seen any success or had any exposure had it not been for Trevor. He did so much for the community. I had nothing but love for the guy. I never met him. Very briefly talked to him in DMs, but he was always super fucking welcoming. Very loving person, and he was a hugger. I had the fortunacy is what's the word for that? I had the pleasure of finally seeing Black Dahlia murder last year. I had never seen them live. I've been their biggest fucking fan. Well, maybe not their biggest fan since I haven't seen them live, but they're my favorite band. And yeah, I saw them live, and I was so stoked that I was able to catch them. I miss them every time they come around to the area because I happen to be working or doing some other shit, and this time I put everything aside. I bought a whole bunch of tickets. I gave away tickets on the Blast Fiends. It was right when I started doing death matches and death metal, and it was right when I started talking to Kareem and got the whole sponsorship with Night Shift merch, which the only reason this show exists, the only reason I'm on the fucking internet doing death metal shit and talking death metal with people is because of Trevor Sternad. Had I not gotten really back into metal at the beginning of the pandemic, and we're right before the pandemic, leading up to it and during, and had I not fucking picked up the guitar again and started playing Black Dahlia again, I wouldn't have bought that Night Shift merch, and I wouldn't fucking I wouldn't be here right now. So rest in peace, Trevor Sternad. I got too much fucking love for the guy. I want to do cheers to the dude right now. Real. Fucking love you, brother. And want to do a cool moment of silence. I mean, I guess we'll do the moment of silence after I get into it a little bit more, because I did want to say, I want to talk about my feelings about this a little bit, right. I haven't been able to really air it out. I went on Instagram Live and kind of just cried about it the fucking day that it happened, because I was just so shocked. You actually sent me the message. You said, yo, look at Black Dahlia's page, and I was stoked because I thought it was either a new tour or fucking new merch or something cool, and I jumped on and I was like, no fucking way. And yeah, it was messed up, man, but he was very open with his battle with depression. they're a band that's one of the heaviest touring bands, like out of any fucking band, you know, other than like Fish and Grateful Dead. Like these guys were always on a grueling tour, and it kept them going. And
Right.
Trevor said, you know, there hasn't been a long break in their touring. It's usually 2 years of like nonstop fucking touring, another album, then 2 years of nonstop touring, maybe a little break here and there. But when the
Right.
pandemic happened, Trevor was very open about being alone in his thoughts. He said that, you know, he didn't like being, he didn't like having downtime and worried about the future of the band, you know, financially. I don't know if he had financial issues, you know, fucking, I know he had a lot of side hustles that he was doing, but it didn't scratch the itch of touring. And he said that in an interview on Metal
Right.
Injection. So, you know, if you ever see signs like that of somebody, you know, openly talking about shit like that, you know, step in and, you know, try to
Reach
talk to
out.
them about it. Show some love. Reach
Straight
out to
up.
your
Yeah.
people.
Tell your
You
friends
know,
you love them.
it's fucked up, man. So yeah, moment of silence for Trevor Sternad. We're gonna give it a cool minute here, and let me see. All right, here we go. Moment of silence for Trevor Sternad, everybody. All right, rest in peace, Trevor Sternad, everybody. Whew, that shit's heavy, man. Any thoughts, man? You want to weigh in?
He was definitely one of the realest for sure. I never got to meet him. I always wanted to, but I know he was like a never-ending vessel for like the entire metal community, really.
Yeah, dude. I remember like I used to whenever I'd see some crazy shit going on, I would tweet it at him. Like when 200 Stab Wounds fucking when their van broke down and they needed that money to get their van up and going, they made like the GoFundMe and I tweeted it at him immediately. I was like, "Hey man, share this shit for what's it called for visibility." And he like posted it, you know, right off their page like fucking an hour
Yeah,
later. The
yeah, dude.
the night
He was a
before
real one. He was
I
a
was
real one for sure.
it's crazy, dude. I depended on that guy. Everybody depended on that guy. The night before he passed away, Corpse Pile was talking about needing a new drummer, and I fucking tweeted that shit at him. And I was like, "Yo, this band needs to fucking be cool," you know? It's like it's
Yeah.
just crazy. Like it's so fucking weird not having him, you know, present in the community. And he's someone that I thought would always be around. So much love.
Yeah.
Black Dahlia Murder, great fucking shit. Great
For
albums,
real.
great
Yeah.
band, everything, great merch. I really like, you know, they're the ones that got me into this shit, and
Yeah.
it's fucking
I've been a Black Dahlia fan since the Unhollowed album came out, so
yes,
that was cool. Like that was good music to like, you know, dip my toes in at first and then kind of get fucking submerged into death metal at that point, you know. Once Nocturnal hit, I was like, this is where it's at.
yeah. Didn't it feel like they were gonna be like Cannibal Corpse, like one of those bands that's just around for fucking ever and
They kind of
consistently
were
dropping?
really. I
They
mean, when
yeah,
did Unhollowed release?
2004,
So
2002.
they, yeah, they've been around for some time, but yeah, it's definitely pretty heavy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, we'll move on. I'm probably gonna talk about it more in the future as well, as I like think of more shit to say. I'm really
Right.
going off the cuff right now with this. Guess we'll go into the fucking stack attack, man. This stack has
Okay.
been getting so fucking fat as time has been going on, and I have
All
a
right.
whole bunch of shit to show you, a whole bunch of crazy shit to show you. First tape. Whew. First tape I want to show off, and I've talked about these with you, but we haven't like gotten deep into them. First tape I want to show: Puke Wraith,
Oh yeah.
Intestinal Hex, Medieval Grime, Split. Fucking brilliant ass tape. This is oh, you know what? Hey, and whoever the fuck wants to redeem this motherfucker right here,
Oh, shit.
you guys can get this redemption of that. Oh, is it gonna focus?
Bring it in closer.
Focus.
A little bit.
Come on, focus.
There you go.
There you go.
Right there.
Go ahead and redeem that, people. Bam! There you go. I just gave away some shit. First person to get that fucking gets it. So that means if you watch this episode first, you're set. But yeah, dude, this Medieval Grime, man, it's pretty cool. I talked to
I like
Brandon.
the purple.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it, man. I talked to the guitarist from the band, or I mean, not the guitarist, the man behind Puke Wraith. Fucking oh my god, I can't. His name escapes me right now. I think he goes by a different name too. I can't remember his name at the moment. Brandon. I'm such a fucking piece of shit. I always forget people's names, man. And it sucks. It sucks because I talk to him in the DMs all the fucking time. Hold on. But yeah, man. So I have an interview of Death Matches and Death Metal that's coming out soon. I asked him what this shit was about, and Brendan Dean.
Yeah.
Brendan
Okay.
Dean. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I talked to him about it, and he told me it's a fucking story. And he said it's about this dude from modern day, and he goes back in time. And he's like, I want to go to medieval times. It's like a time machine or some shit. He goes back in time because he thinks he's going to be a fucking king. And the guy goes back in time, and he ends up just being a fucking, like, knave, you know, like a peasant, straight up. And then he finds this wizard, and I don't know if this will focus, but he finds this wizard and gets totally fucked up by the wizard. Like, the wizard, like, hits him with an intestinal hex, and he becomes a Puke Wraith. And the artwork on there is done by Gruesome Graphics, who is also... Gruesome Graphics is just now taking commissions again. Death metal fucking bands out there that need some killer artwork. He's taking 3 to 5 commissions a month starting today. So you better hit that motherfucker's DMs before he gets overbooked.
For real.
Really
Yeah,
cool
I need
story.
to get that one. I really need to get that one because I dig the whole idea. The whole medieval thing is like top shelf.
Yeah, man. Fucking
That's
that.
cool.
That Puke Wraith, that I like the story. The thing that I love about this guy is he really puts the idea of storytelling in his songs. He said he grew up being a really big Rush fan, and he liked how Rush would tell stories like throughout each song. And like if you sat there and read the lyrics, it's like reading a fucking book almost. And the way that he times the songs, like he builds up tension with like a solo or some shit, and then he'll like do the release or whatever. Yeah, definitely check out Puke Wraith and Intestinal Hex on that Medieval Grime split. I got that from Gurgling Gore. I think they still have some copies of that available. Might not be still available. Get your ass on there. And then I got this from Gurgling Gore, baby. You already pulled this motherfucker out the other week.
Oh, dude, I love that tape.
Yes.
I have that.
Yeah, this was a good fucking tape too, man.
Yes.
Fucking
that might also be an album of the year for me too. Now that you bring that one up, that one was very, very cool.
Add it to your list. Paranoia Apparition, motherfucking. What is there to say about Phantasmic Visions that we have not already said? We've already talked about it. Great project. Garrett from fucking Maul. You got fucking Brandon from fucking Fluids and Thorn. You got fucking Daniel Bonifiglio. You know, probably the baddest fucking shredder that is in the fucking scene right now, you know. Oh wait, Daniel Bonafiglio's not in there. It's Brennan. I'm tripping. I keep thinking Daniel Bonafiglio's on like everything. He's in Fumes. I'm sorry. I take it back. Oh, Kiss Tapes. Boop.
I was waiting for it.
But yeah, man. Fucking I'll tell you though, that tape's really good. Everybody get your ass on motherfucking Gurgling Gore and buy that. The link is in the description where you can buy that in the Intestinal Hex. Next tape I have lined up is Cadaveric Incubator, Nightmare Necropolis. This is a good fucking tape. Good fucking tape. Yet. Oh man. Here, let me turn this fucking cock ring off. And let's see. Oh yeah, much better. Nightmare Necropolis. It is so sometimes, and I talk about it on here. Sometimes I go on a website. I got this from Goat Throne Records. Sometimes I go on and buy something solely based on the album art. Right. You know. And I did that a couple times with Goat Throne on this last purchase that I made with them. Sometimes I buy some shit and I'm like, maybe I'll hold this for a trade or something later on if somebody else wants it, because I'm not sure. And sometimes I get a project, I'm like, oh, well, this is cool. This was good. This fucking shit was super surprising. Super fucking good. Super fucking good, man.
Dang.
There's not a lot that I can say other than get your ass on listening to this. Like, it's heavy. It's fucking I haven't listened to it in the last week or so, but I remember when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, this is good. Very heavy, very clean mix. Doesn't sound fucking rough at all. This band sounds like they should be on like Metal Blade or something. I would put them up with like Witch Vomit, it as in the same realm of like quality. Dang. Like you need to check out Cadaveric Incubator.
I'm a big Witch Vomit fan.
Yeah, oh, dude, I love Witch Vomit too. Fucking, I got put on. Yeah, I got messaged about, what was it, like a month ago when I was like, send me new shit to listen to, and someone was like, Witch Vomit, or shout out to Aaron. Aaron sent me that, and I fucking checked it out, and I was digging Witch Vomit. That shit it slaps. It had been sitting in my like listen to list for a long time, and I hadn't listened to it, and then I finally, gave it some time. Fucking
I
killer.
have all their records.
Yeah, Witch Vomit is lit, bro. And Cadaveric Incubator is in the same realm. Next up from Goat Throne that I purchased was Nuclear Christ, Twisted Idols for Nihilism. Have you bought this yet, man?
No, I still can't find where to even listen to it.
Goat Throne Records, and it's on Bandcamp.
Just to listen to it?
Nuclear Christ, just listen to it on Bandcamp, yeah.
Okay.
This band, I'm going to tell you, this is a 6-track project. And then the 7th track is a demo version of the first track on there. You need to listen to this. This is chaotic fucking Florida fucking thrash metal. Like thrash death thrash. It is chaotic. It's fucking crazy. The shit that they're talking about is nuts. I bought a lot of crazy shit from Goat Throne lately. I want to say this and Black Jackal Forever War. My dumbass. You ever break a tape? I fucking drop my shit like an idiot, and I got to super glue it back together. Fucking the case. The case broke.
Oh.
Yeah, the tape's fine.
I have a tape like that, but it didn't make such a far fall that it's like ruined.
Yeah, I broke my Black Jackal, so just the case. But
yeah, that's what my Inhumane Suffering promo was like.
Yeah, this shit is killer, man. Shout out to motherfucking Goat Throne for putting this out. I reached out to Nuclear Christ because I said, where's the fucking t-shirt or flag? I was like, I need a flag of this artwork. Like, this is just the dopest. I want it spray painted on the side of a van. I've said it a million times on Instagram about how that needs to get on a van. Blood red fucking tape. Like, it's just really cool.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man.
I think the color fills.
Great fucking tape right there. Nuclear Christ, Twisted Idols for Nihilism. Go listen to this ASAP, man. After this, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And buy the tape. I mean, just the artwork. If that was a vinyl, I wish I could have a record of that, And they did that art specifically for a tape. The band said they will make merch, t-shirts, flags, that kind of shit, only if this sells well. Only if this sells well.
Well.
Well. Only if it
Well.
sells well.
Well.
If it sells well, then make a shirt.
Sells well.
If it sells well, it's fucking tongue twisters on here, man. I need to drink more beer. Loosen
Sounds like Timmy from South Park. If it sells well.
Oh, you mean Jimmy?
Oh, yeah,
Timmy
yeah.
just
Jimmy,
goes,
Jimmy.
Timmy!
Yeah, Timmy's always like, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy's the coolest one.
If it sells well, though, they will make fucking t-shirts, flags, all that shit. So go buy Nuclear Christ. Even if you don't like the music, which if you're in your right mind, you will like the fucking music because it's good, you know.
Yeah.
Go buy it. Go fucking buy it, motherfucker. You cheap bastards out there. You gotta buy this. If you don't buy it, I'm gonna buy 20 of it just so I get a fucking shirt. And then I'm gonna give it away.
Just so I can get a shirt.
Just so I can get a goddamn shirt because it gotta sell well. So
you gotta sell well.
Next tape up, I'm jumping back and forth in the stack. I got this motherfucking Sanctuarium. Oh, we're gonna kiss tapes again right now, huh?
Also another good one, bro. Bam.
Boop. Boop. Fucking yeah, man. This Sanctuarium, I can't even read what it's called. Cadaveric reminiscence.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is a heavy doom from Spain, and this shit is killer. This is a killer fucking tape. I like the color of the tape that he put out. This is another tape that I bought just because the color is just really fucking cool, you know. And I like the artwork. Yeah, and
that was kind of when I bought it. It was kind of my wild card, and I was very impressed.
And then I saw this too, and I was like, hey, if you want to snag that, go ahead and snag that shit. There's a copy of Sanctuarium, Cadaveric Reminiscence. You can buy that all from Gurgling Gore. Everybody go ahead and buy that shit ASAP from Gurgling Gore. I
Good stuff.
Have one last tape to show. Well, actually, three more tapes to show, but they're going to go really quickly.
Okay.
Had to get this one. I don't know why I didn't have this in my collection yet.
Dang, bro.
I know.
We're just like, at this point, we're just making out.
Yeah, I know. Corpse Pile, Texas Death Metal. Yep, Snuffed on Sight. Bam. This shit is fucking great tape. I actually bought it from Corpse Pile's website, so I was pissed. I thought I missed out on it. Night Shift merch sold out of it. Bandcamp sold out of it. Barbaric Brutality sold out of it. Snuffed on Sight's website had sold out of it. Corpse Pile, not a lot of people fucking know. They have a big cartel, and you need to go to, I think it's corpsepile.bigcartel.com, or I'll put the link underneath. But not only can you get that, but I got this from motherfucking Corpse Pile, too. Bam. Oh, shit. Shout out to Jason hoodie from Corpse Pile. I love you.
Cool.
This is like and it's my favorite fucking color. Like, I love green. Green. If anybody wants to send me shit, send me green shit. Don't send me weed in the mail, though. I don't want the U.S. Marshal at my door.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, man, I have a mad love for fucking Jason from Corpse Pile for sending me some goodies along with the tape I ordered. I also have, and I'm going to tell you guys, I got another copy of this.
Oh.
And he sent me a second copy, so someone very special is going to get this fucking tape. One very special viewer. We're gonna do a giveaway at some point for this fucking tape. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna do a giveaway or if I'm just gonna send it to somebody that is really loyal to the fucking channel that doesn't have it yet. I haven't gone around and asked. I was super grateful to get this though, because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get this tape, and he sent me 2 of them. So get your ass over to fucking the Corpse Pile Big Cartel and buy that shit. And fucking now I have one more tape to show, and I've been showing this tape all fucking week. Motherfucking Weeping, Ethereal Suffering in the Light of God. If you want to get a copy of Ethereal Suffering in the Light of God by Weeping, I want you to comment below on this video what your favorite release has been. in the last month or so, or you can either write that down or write down a memory of Trevor Sternad in the comments below on the video. One winner is going to get a copy of this Weeping Ethereal Suffering in the Light of God. I've got fucking boatloads of these specifically because I love this project so much and I want to share it with the fucking world. And I love Frozen Scream's imprint and Weeping. They're the band that got me started on doing this shit. So
Weeping is good.
That's the stack attack for my side. What do we have on your side, Daddy?
So I don't have as many. Well, no, I've already shown those ones before. Those are just CDs that I recently got. But I'll start with the one I might have shown already. But it's the Mall Gallery of Torment tape.
Dude, that art's so cool. Hadn't you been waiting for that for a cool minute?
Yes. Yeah. That's a Frozen Screams. Dang, there's a few different. Maybe it's because it's a compilation. There's a few different people on it though. There's like
who's the other one?
Hostile.
What?
Cavernous. Corrupted Flesh. But yeah, it's cool. It says like, let's see if I can get it in view there. There it is. It all says Death Side, right?
Yeah.
And then on this side it says, where is it? Midwest side. Fucking cool, man. I love this tape. It goes hard. I'm excited for the release.
Oh yeah. So I mean, if we're gonna talk about it already, if we're talking Mall. We'll talk some Mall. Fucking upcoming. Wait, what's the release date? Do you have the release date for that?
I'm not.
Seraphic Punishment.
Actually, I think it's tomorrow. I thought it was
no.
tomorrow.
It's tomorrow? You're shitting me. You're kidding me.
Life After Death.
Wait, really? No. You
Maybe.
serious?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just saw it and bought it. And I honestly wish I would have got the record instead, but
no.
I just saw the tape and got it.
Album releases July 15th. Shipping is so it comes out this July. Fuck, you got me so excited right now. I was about to shit my pants. Garrett Alvarado is probably the undisputed best looking man in death metal. I will contest Uncle Ken when he said Mike Colby is the best looking man in death metal. I think that Garrett is the best looking man in death metal. We need to get both of those guys in the same room and have them do like a fucking Magic Mike, what's it called? It's like it's like no, not like that. I'm talking not like that. No. It didn't mean to come out like that. Not at the same time, like for enjoyment. What I meant to say was like in what's that fucking You Got Served. That's what they gotta do. They gotta go back and forth and do it like a You Got Served to see who wins. To see who wins.
I was like, where's he going with
this? To settle. I didn't mean to say it like that. They're gonna think I'm weird for saying something like that.
No, bro.
Mike, yeah. Garrett, not so much. Garrett, I know might be down, but I'm saying though that I love both of those guys, but they got to do the Magic Mike You Got Served dance battle. That's what they got to do. They got to do a dance strip battle to see who is the best looking man in death metal. Yep. You know who I didn't put in? Yeah. Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
Oh, so I put best looking men in death metal, and I put Garrett because I did a quiz the other day for a giveaway, and I put Garrett, I put Mike, and I put who else? I put Noah from Bloodspawn. I should have put Theo Vlahos from fucking Weeping. He's like a no-brainer to throw on that list. That dude is fucking shredded. They literally got New Jersey Trend Death stickers because Theo Vlahos is like just out there ripped, bro. Like when they said Jersey band, like that motherfucker does that GTL shit. You can't tell me he don't. That fool is Jersey, but he's so much cooler than all them cats on Jersey Shore. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I could get behind that idea. So I did get two more tapes, and I don't know if you've heard both of them yet. Sorry, there's a fucking fly in here somewhere.
Eat it, dude. My dog just goes, and
Yeah,
I
I know,
fucking
mine
get
too.
him.
Have you heard this yet?
I'm waiting on my copy. I have heard it. I heard it in advance on Ken's Death Metal Crypt. Shout out,
This shit is so hard.
bro. That
This is
shit is.
probably another one. This has probably gotten more play than any other tape I have right now, honestly, since I got it.
Man,
Since I got that one, it gets heavy play.
that shit is hard as hell.
Also, a Gurgling Gore release.
Yes, Gurgling Gore, get your butt over there. These might be sold out
I
by
don't know.
now. I was too late to the motherfucking draw when I did this. When we did this episode, I wish we could have came back sooner. But get that Writhing Shadows album if you haven't yet. Get a vinyl if you haven't yet. They have the records, and also get the fucking. You got the hat on?
No, this is my suicidal hat, but I do have the hat on me. Which,
Yes.
in the future, to everyone watching, I have a Writhing Shadows CD in here, and this hat right here. Here in the future, if you pay attention, you could get these.
Pay
So-
attention, motherfucker.
Concentrate.
You can't just be putting this shit on to put this shit on. I feel like the real heads watch this show though. Like the real heads, like the ones that like want to know about releases and want to hear us with our horrible takes on shit.
Right.
Fucking, this is where they come because I feel like
What is not a horrible take is look how cool this is.
yeah. Frozen
That's-
Soul, encased
That was
in
the
ice.
last one from my Stack Attack, the Encased in Ice demo, the reissue.
I sent dude a DM earlier this week from Frozen
Who?
Soul, the lead vocalist.
Chad?
Yeah, I fucking he posted a fucking a picture, or no, it was like a snap, right? Or no, a story. He posted a story of the Bone Throne. The Bone Throne that I sit on in death matches and death metal. He was there and they had it at this place he was at. And I was like, "What the fuck? That shit really exists?" Like in the
What?
world it really exists. And he was like, "Yeah, I forgot where he said it was. He said it's like I think he said it's in Minnesota or some shit. I forgot what he said." But it was wherever they were doing a show on their current tour. And I was like, dude, the Bone Throne. I sent him the picture of me sitting on the Bone Throne in death matches and death metal, like how I always sit there for a second. And he was like, holy shit. And I was like, yeah, dude, like that's fucking it. And I was like, I'm glad to know that it is really out there.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, for real though. Shouts out to Frozen Soul.
You just saw them, right? How was it?
Yes. Oh my god, dude. Every time, so I was telling them because I've been in contact with Chris probably over the last 3 years, on and off, just bullshitting about stuff or whatever. But I was talking to him and I was like, yo, I've seen you guys 3 times now. I've traveled twice. Technically 3 times I've traveled. Once was only an hour, so it wasn't far. But I was like, every time I come see you guys, I never get any pictures with you. I never get any videos of your guys' set. And it's always because I'm just vibing every time. And actually, this is the second Frozen Soul show in a row that I have been to where Chad gave me the mic.
No way. You were
Second
that close?
Oh, yeah, dude. Every time for
Do you
Frozen
wear-
Soul. The first time I saw them, the set was so quick, I wasn't really able to, like, get too involved in it. But, like, the second time I saw him was in Boise, and he handed me the mic for Merciless, and then this time he handed me the mic for Arctic Stranglehold, and he did the snow machine thing. Like, seriously, if you ever get a chance to see Frozen Soul, just fucking do it. It's worth it.
Is it
It's
real
definitely
snow, or is it like fucking
It's just like a snow machine.
Is it like foam, or is it like
Yeah, it's like
snow?
foam.
Okay,
It's like foam.
all right. I was about to say
It's
because
fucking
that
cool.
wouldn't the pit get slippery if they shot real snow out?
Probably, but lately people are doing push-ups in there, so
Yo, I thought that shit was sick until I seen the motherfucking autopsy pit from MDF.
Yeah, I'm going to all the wrong shows, bro.
No, you're going to the right shows, bro. I wouldn't be caught dead. Yo, just when I thought MDF wasn't grimy enough, like, and I'm not gonna lie, when they come to Oakland, I'm like, I want to go so fucking bad. If I didn't have a newborn, I would go, but
Right.
I don't want to go because fucking after that last MDF, some dude that I follow on Twitter that like he's just another head. I don't know if he's in a band or whatever, but he was like, "Hey, just letting everybody know, I just got back from MDF and I totally tested positive for COVID. So all of the bands that I was hanging out with and smoking with, and like all the people I was smoking with, like y'all got to get tested now." And then hell of people were commenting like fucking headache. Yeah, my bad. Fuck. Oh, I got to get tested now too. I got to get like just a. And I was like, bro, if there was any concert where COVID is going to fucking spread, it's the concert where that kind of shit is going down in the autopsy pit. For everybody that missed it, there was a very filthy thing that happened in the autopsy pit. I'm not going to speak any further about it. I think that it is disrespectful to do that kind of thing at an all ages show. You don't do that with kids. And it's also disrespectful for the people that ran up and actually touched the person that was doing the things at the, that is just, you don't do that. That is like trying to go and trip people in the pit. You don't do that. If you see some crazy shit going on, mind your fucking business. Watch autopsy. If you're gonna take a glance, you're gonna take 3 glances. Go ahead. Look, it's fucking there. You can look at it. You know, if you're a weirdo, you're gonna really look at it. But don't fucking go up there and be an asshole and take pictures with it or touch, because you're giving the people the attention that they fucking want, and they shouldn't be doing it in the first place. And that is nasty.
It was very weird. It was very weird.
It was super weird. Like at an all ages show.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a kick out of it because I saw it. That was like the first thing I saw in my messages the next morning, and I was like, "Oh my god, this shit's hella wild! Like, why?" But it was weird.
I wanted to send it to you when the second I seen it, but I was like, I'm talking about this on Dirty Death. Like, we're gonna air it out here. Yeah, that shit was strange.
I laughed for sure. I laughed, but it was hella weird.
It was cool, you know, and I know some people like that and some people enjoy that kind of thing, but you don't do it at an all ages show. There are kids there, man. There's literally like me. If I take my son, because I know I'm gonna take my son to shows like this, I'm gonna have him on my shoulders, and I'm gonna be like, yo, we're gonna go fucking see like the 10 best death metal bands, like, you know, that I grew up listening to, son. We're gonna go see all these bands and fucking. You know, I'm having him on my shoulders, and he's going to say, Dad, what are they doing in that pit over there? I'm going to run over and kick a motherfucker if I see some shit like that. And I'm going to get fucking beat up in the pit. I'd be pissed. I would be pissed if I was there with my kid. Just like if I'm on the BART train in the Bay Area and fucking I smell crack, or if I see someone shooting up in front of my fucking kid, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fuck that person up. I don't give a fuck. You're not doing that in front of my kid. You're not blowing crack smoke around my fucking kid.
Don't bring your kid on the bus then.
I'm not. That's why I'm not taking my kid on BART. That's why you couldn't pay me to take BART. I told Mutate that. They said it's like a free show. I'm like, yeah, when you're young and careless, and it's like it's not a thing. But when you got children, man, that shit is hella different. I'm gonna fuck someone up if they start doing that. And you know who else? No, I'm not gonna fuck this person up. But I wanna fucking segue into this one because I'm super pissed at. Yeah,
I already know.
Fuck this motherfucker. Fuck this motherfucker. I gotta show everybody something. So I'm going on Twitter right now, and you'll see this. Twitter.
He's hellbent on this one.
Oh, fuck this guy, bro. Fuck this guy. Big time. Wow! It really says it like this, too. Let me see.
Dang. Mavis is on a hot one.
Oh, I'm super hot right now, bro. I'm so fucking pissed at this fucking bitch ass dude right now. Yeah, motherfucker. I called you bitch ass. I ain't gonna lie. Look who I'm blocked by. Look who blocked me. You blocked me, motherfucker? Oh, look at you with your machine gun. You're so cool. Oh. oh, fucking death metal, it sucks now. Death metal sucks now. I don't want to help any bands, any new bands. Death metal sucks now. It sucks since I left Cannibal Corpse, dude. I have been holding this in for the longest time. I have been waiting the longest time to say something like this. When this guy came out and he talked about, because they said they had the top death metal people or whatever on this fucking show, and Trevor Sternad, yeah, Undeath made me physically ill. I despise what this genre has become. What a bitch. Check this out, you dread-headed drunk fuck. Listen. Fucking, when Trevor Sternad went on a podcast, you went out and made a statement talking about how the current state of death metal is a bunch of sissies, and fuck you, Chris Barnes. Fuck 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under only has good fucking instruments, and that's how it's always been since the beginning. The lyrics are so over the top cringe. You will not do any of the shit that you've said in those songs, and you act so hard like you would, but you wouldn't, because you're a fucking bitch. You talk about fucking Trevor Sternad. This guy is writing real lyrics, bro. Real poetry. He wrote the fucking, hands down, some of the best lyrics, some of the most deeply personal, deeply emotional songs that scare people, and you're talking about cut off the leg, put it in a pot, cut off the dick. You suck. That I could write this shit. I will tell you the only credit that I will give you is when they hired Corpse Grinder in Cannibal Corpse. When they sat, and I'll tell you this is a backhanded compliment, because when they hired Corpse Grinder, they sat down and they tried to write lyrics like you, because you wrote all the lyrics for a long ass time. You wrote all the fucking lyrics, Chris Barnes. So they said it's hard to write this shit. And I think it is hard to write shit the way you wrote it, because it's so difficult to write shitty fucking lyrics that bad. It's hard. Cut off the dick. They don't know who I am. All they know is I love to kill. Fuck you. You don't put anybody on, man. You don't put anybody on. You're in a position where you could put people on. But you don't. And you're watching this. I know you're watching this, Chris Barnes, because you blocked me. You fucking blocked me. And I'm never putting your name in. That's probably why. Because I know Chris Barnes spends fucking X amount of time making shitty music for fucking 6 Feet Under. Shitty lyrics. The guitarists in 6 Feet Under, everybody you've ever worked with is fantastic at what they do, because they can make you bearable. But I want to say that Chris Barnes, no doubt, because I'd never tweeted anything fucked up to him. I never talked shit to him. I actually thought I had respect for Chris Barnes. I thought it was like a funny tongue-in-cheek thing, like, that he gets upset about the community and he gets bummed out and shit or whatever. But I'll tell you, like, I tweeted at him when he said that. Literally, when he said that, I said, but you clearly haven't heard of Warflurch yet, because they're fucking good. And they're on some totally different shit. Like, they're not, like, trying to be, like, brutal or, like, killing sounding. They're literally on some, like, good, new, original shit. Nobody cannot like Warflurch. And I had looked at his page a couple times after to see his Twitter, because when we started this show, I said, hey, we should go on Twitter and we should look at Chris Barnes' page and see, if he's saying anything good or whatever. And there was never anything really interesting, so I didn't bring it up on the show, other than we talk about Chris Barnes on the show. Then I go and I look, because I was doing the same thing before I came back. I was like, hey, we're coming back to the show. It's been a month. Let's see if Chris Barnes has said anything new. I go on here and I'm fucking blocked now. So he had done this in the last month or so. I think Chris Barnes heard me poking my fun at him, saying whatever. I really I really held in like how I really felt about you. And you know what? I'm glad you fucking blocked me, Chris Barnes. There's nobody in the death metal community that I feel this way about. There's nobody that I feel this way about. I think it's funny. This guy's your biggest advocate here on the fucking show, and you're gonna block me? If fucking you need to make a Twitter and see if he'll block you too. That'd be funny if he blocks you.
Shouts out True Carnage. Shouts out 13.
So
Well,
basically,
I won't say it like that, but the album 13.
But I'm gonna tell you, that was funny. But yeah, man. No, so the big reason I'm saying this now, though, and I didn't have this feeling about you, Chris Barnes. I'll tell you, even a month ago, I didn't feel this disdain for you, Chris Barnes. But with the passing of Trevor Sternad and you not coming out and publicly backtracking on what you said being fucking totally out of pocket and out of fucking line, fuck you, Chris Barnes. That man has done more for the death metal community than you have ever done in your fucking life. And he's gone now and you haven't even said anything about it. You're a fucking bitch, Chris Barnes. That guy has done so much more than you for metal. And the sad thing is he was inspired by you and your work that you put in, and he paid homage to you. So you're a piece of shit, Chris Barnes, and you're not getting fucking your name in the title anymore. The end of Chris Barnes. But what I wanted to say is, the other thing I wanted to say, this is a packed one, baby. We're a fucking hour and a half into the show already, or an hour into the show, and I'm still talking about Chris fucking Barnes. But I want to tell you,
I haven't even gotten really to say any nice things about him either.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get anything nice said about him this week. But the thing is about Chris Barnes is, it's like, look, man, you fucking. I know he's on the internet and he's going on YouTube and he's looking up Chris Barnes. And that's probably, he's on YouTube and he's like, Chris Barnes. And then he saw Dirty Death Podcast, Chris Barnes. And he saw Dirty Death Podcast, Chris Barnes. And he went and he fucking looked at it and he was like, okay, this fucking guy. Oh, fuck this guy. I'm going to find him on Instagram and block him. And I'm going to give him a fucking Finnish accent because I can't do a real Chris Barnes accent. Yeah, that's fucking all I could say. He looked at it and he said, and fucking blocked us. Or blocked me.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I was stuck with that. He was just like, he saw that and he goes,
yeah. So that's it for Chris Barnes on the show. No longer talking about Chris Barnes anymore. Well, I'm probably still going to talk shit on Chris Barnes. I'm going to make fucking burner accounts, baby. I can still see your Twitter. I don't have to tweet you to see what you're doing. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Chris Barnes. You know what, Chris Barnes? And you can redeem yourself, and I know you don't care. You don't want to redeem yourself. But I'll tell you this. He called that podcast the fucking Hot Topic podcast. He called it hella like the poser podcast, basically. The Dirty Death Podcast is the leading death metal podcast. And I don't mean by sellout. I mean leading as in we have our fucking ear to the ground to this death metal shit. And we are talking about the newest fucking shit. We're not talking about the hottest shit that's out. We're talking about the newest shit that's out that people haven't heard of, that they need to hear. Because that's why we're here. We're to give these bands exposure that they fucking deserve. The bands that are worthy of being shown to other people. And we're not judging. If there's some shit that's shitty, we're going to tell you about it. We're going to tell you it's shitty. But we're the real death metal podcast. Nobody's paying to be on this fucking shit. Nobody's, kissing our butts to fucking be on this podcast. We're on here giving you the newest shit in metal and what we think about it. And every fucking release that comes out, if it's a release with 20 fucking plays from butt fuck nowhere, we're going to listen to it and we're going to tell you what we think about this shit. And sometimes you find some of the best music doing that, and that's what Trevor Sternad fucking did with his career. And if you're going to show any disrespect to that man for fucking trying to support other people in making this genre that you helped define, fuck you, man. My voice cracked. Fuck you. So you better apologize to Trevor Sternat on Twitter, and I'll be your friend again, Chris Barnes. But our relationship will never be the same. Well, actually, no. I'd have more respect for Chris Barnes than I did before. I'll tell you that too. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I bet he totally saw this fucking show, or someone showed it to him. And 6 Feet Under fans, I don't blame any of you guys for liking 6 Feet Under, and I know you're a big 6 Feet Under fan.
I like a few albums.
I will never knock a 6 Feet Under fan because the guitar is really good, the drums are really good, everything is really good until you open up that lyric booklet with 6 Feet Under.
Yeah, it's pretty solid death metal. Some of it, pretty solid old school shit.
It is. It's groundbreaking shit. You know, it's really groundbreaking shit. But
like at that time, I feel like when like Haunted came out, the only band that wasn't really doing like the blast beat thing was like Obituary. And like, well, I mean, Bolt Thrower did them sometimes. I don't know if I feel like I've never heard Obituary do blasts. But Haunted was a really good album. Warpath was pretty good. It's just more nostalgic, you know?
Yeah, no, and I'll never knock any fan of 6 Feet Under. The fans want to come at me. This is not between me and the fans of 6 Feet Under. This is between me and Chris Barnes. You know, like that's the main thing I really want to say. You know, everybody has their own taste. As listeners, we have our own taste and we like what we like. And even I sat there and I would listen to 6 Feet Under. Like I used to like really get down to that shit. But then as I became more aware of Chris Barnes and all that shit, I started like opening the lyric booklet. And I was just like, man, come on. Like, especially after the last album, like, what the fuck? It sounds like you recorded it on a fucking phone. All the vocals. Like, you have this these guys train their entire life to play these instruments, and you really just walk in the room and go, I'm Chris Barnes. E. And then fucking walk out and fucking call it a day. All right, it's going to sell, you know, because they're the 6 Feet Under fans that dig 6 Feet Under. Ola England, one of the dopest dudes on fucking YouTube, played in 6 Feet Under. I love him, dude. Does it chug? I don't fucking know. I gotta watch every video. Ola
England is the man. Shouts out the Haunted.
Yeah. Shout out. Big shout out. But
big shout out. The Haunted made me do it.
So yeah, that's the low level vibration shit I had to let out to, and call it grieving, call it whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck people are gonna make of that. I don't even know if I want to keep that in the video. I just had to vent a little bit, but no, fuck you, man. You blocked me, man. Fuck you, Chris
Sometimes
Barnes.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Dude blocked me. What, you gonna get me with your machine gun, Chris Barnes? You fucking dork. Okay, so anyways, on to the next one. Motherfucking Mall. This album. Everybody. Did you get the 2-color tape?
Yeah.
What do I got to do to get that tape from you?
Buy me a record. Buy me a Mall record. But get the Cotton Candy Swirl one, and I'll give you the tape.
Is it in stock?
I don't know. Oh. That's what I bought. I saw on Gurgling Gore instantly first about the tapes, and I was like, fuck, I need to get this now because Mall shit sells so fast. Every time. Yeah, I got that the top one, the split guy.
So there's a tape with 2 colors on this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the cotton
pink
candy one.
And blue. It is so cool. I think I pre-ordered the purple. I mean, I'll legit send you a record and I'll send you the tape that I bought, fucking just to get that. Because my dumbass, I went ahead and fucking I went and bought that shit too late, and I don't know, man. I thought it was going to be in stock.
Yeah, dude. Mall goes hard.
I didn't have money. And you know what? The other thing is, too, I didn't know if I was going to have the cash because I took time off of work, like I told you. So I was just like waiting.
That is probably... I've been holding out on a lot of releases because I really want to get that on vinyl. The new Mall on vinyl with the Cotton Candy Swirl one, the blue and pink one. That looks cool. I really want to get Psychedelic Realms of Hell on vinyl because it's gonna sound so big.
And it's our best vinyl, friend. Like, how do you not have his fucking record?
I don't have it yet. I just waited till I told him I was gonna wait till he put his up.
Yeah.
But the other one I'm really, really waiting on. Actually, there's two more. I will say that.
I'm gonna ask him if I could just give him the money. I'm literally gonna ask him after life after death.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking about doing, but I figured I'd just wait till he puts them on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
But the other two I'm waiting on tomorrow. Well, I don't know when we're posting this video, but
It'll be up tomorrow. It'll be up on the 3rd.
okay. So on the 3rd, the pre-orders for the new Flesh Rot album are happening.
Oh, what? Okay, so I've seen you with the Flesh Rot shirt. I haven't sat down and I haven't listened to Flesh Rot yet. Can you tell the viewers right now, and tell me what the fuck is up with Flesh Rot? Who's Flesh Rot?
Hey, bro.
Why are they important? Why do you have their shirt? Why is this
Okay.
new Flesh Rot important?
Here's what's cool to me about Flesh Rot. I did see them at Wrecking Ball.
They got big ass dicks.
They're very good. This demo is fire. Fire. Like this is the hydro dipped one.
Oh, okay. Blood splatter.
So I got this one, but I also have this distro in Germany called 7 Metal Inches. They they did a release of it.
They do got big ass dicks.
Well, I have that as well, but it's
7
probably
metal inches in your
it's
butt.
probably one of the best demos all around. I think.
Fuck yeah.
Look at the artwork is so cool.
What do they sound like?
It's just old school death metal. I think.
Like who? Like name like for
Like-
fans of for fans
I don't
of
know,
Texas
man.
Ketamine.
Honestly, it's hella different. There's slow, chuggy stuff, but there's also fast stuff. Like
Would you say they're like in between Mortician and Morbid Angel?
I'd say they're more Morbid Angel than Mortician.
More Morbid Angel than Mortician.
Yeah.
So they're like
But that's how I also feel about Weakest is the Flesh. Flesh is that's the other one that I was telling you about that I wanted to get.
are they technical like Suffocation?
Flesh Rot, no.
No, it's very kind of straight like Immolation more
It's just
than.
like very straightforward old school.
They more
death
like
metal.
they more like Florida death metal, New York death metal, West Coast death metal.
I don't know, man. I
Who do
mean,
they align with?
you just have to listen to it. Just listen to the demo.
I'll give it a listen. I'm gonna check out their demo.
It is very, very good.
Yeah,
And the cool thing about this release specifically is that demo came out in 2020.
yeah.
So I think they had one more like tape that they did with like 3 songs on it, or it was a CD, but they only sold it at like shows. And since then, there's been nothing. It's
Really?
been quiet. It's been super quiet.
So now, bam, album, full length.
Everybody knows, everyone has known something is coming, but it's been like super delayed. So it's almost like, to me, I don't want to call it a comeback because they were never gone.
Yeah.
But because of like delays with vinyl plants and shit, and like, I don't know. I mean, they just really took their time. Maybe, who knows?
What's the album called?
The new one,
Yeah.
Unburied Corpse.
Unburied
single.
Corpse.
There's a single out right now, and it's sick.
I'm
It
pulling up the
actually
artwork.
the single reminds me a lot of the demo. So I'm really amped up for this one.
Where are they from?
Houston, I believe.
That's weird.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
There's
Somewhere
a
around
fucking
Texas.
Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unburied. That's weird. There's something on Discogs from 2020 called Unburied Corpse. Is this a
Yeah.
repress?
No, it's a new album, but I think they have like an old song that they just revamped on there.
Interesting. I'm trying to
I'm
find the
not sure.
pre-order. What label is this under?
Desert Wastelands.
Desert Wastelands. Did you already tell me that? I'm sorry. I need to grab
Yeah,
another beer too.
that's tomorrow. But I'm gonna hold out, I think, because I know for sure it's gonna sell out. I can promise you it will. I know it will.
Desert Waste.
But
There's Unburied Corpse promo. No, no, it's a new album. So they read. Okay, yeah, they did a
yeah,
whole album now, and I'm
yeah.
getting the artwork right now. It's pretty blurry. Fuck.
It's the blue one.
Yeah. Let
There's
me.
two versions of it. There's the blue one that has like the upside down guy, and then there's the one that looks like, yeah, that one. That's the one I want to get, but I'm gonna wait for the record, I think. I'm just gonna hold
Let
out
me
and
see.
wait for the record to drop.
Um.
But
Trying to.
I mean, honestly, anybody out there, if you buy the tape, buy the record too, anyways, because Flesh Rot sells out fast.
Then fuck it.
That's no
I'm putting
joke.
this on my list.
That is
Man,
straight up no joke.
I
If
am.
you want a Flesh Rot tape or a CD or a record or a shirt, you better get on it when it releases. Like that shit goes.
Yeah, that shit looks sick. I
Yeah.
like that
There's
artwork.
also the it's like the European release. And I think Brad Moore did the artwork for it. He also did the artwork for Gate Creeper, Two Mold, a few more other bands. I can't think of Worm. He did the Worm album cover.
Mm. All right. Cheers. Back to the shit. So the last thing we were talking about was the artwork with fucking
The new mall release.
Okay. So the artwork on the new mall release, you're telling me is the same guy that did the fucking Worm artwork.
No.
The guy that did
I
the
was talking
Flesh
about
Rot.
no, that's what we were talking about. Flesh Rot.
Flesh
We were talking
Rot.
about the Flesh Rot. That's
Okay.
what it was. Yeah, so he did the like alternate European cover.
Yeah.
He didn't do that one. He did the other one.
Oh, okay.
That's
I don't
the
have that.
I think that's the original one.
So who
But
the fuck did this though? Because this
I don't
is
know.
like some classic. Like, I gotta say, I've been on Mall's nuts for the last month. Like, just hard. Like, literally, like, I don't know what Garrett's balls taste like, but I can fucking imagine. Because I've been on them so hard for the whole month. Fucking, look at this.
Yeah, dude.
Look at this artwork. This shit is one of those things where you're looking at it and you're like, what? And they kind of look like they got armor. They got armor. It's like a place you don't want to be. It kind of reminds me of like the Black Dahlia Murder Deflorit album cover. Kind of reminds me of that new Weeping kind of, because the way like the shit is on their heads. This guy's like got a slave dude that he's got. You see down here.
It reminds me of the Necrot Mortal album cover.
Yes. Like the color scheme too. It's like purple and pink. Like.
Or honestly, even the latest Gate Creeper release, because the latest Gate Creeper release had the big eye in the sky. This one has giant hands in the sky and shit.
It's almost like Lovecraftian, but
yeah,
but sci-fi.
Very, very fucking death metal.
Like
I will say that.
I wish Blood Incantation would go ahead and take fucking lead from like that kind of shit. And stop stealing old fucking artwork and just literally go and get. You're at the point where you're on MTF. You're playing festivals where people are getting their butt eaten out at the fucking in the middle of an autopsy pit. You gotta fucking go ahead and start dropping little change on some fucking artwork. Like Jesus Christ. So excited for that. Flesh Rot, new Flesh Rot pre-ordering tomorrow, everybody. There's something that has been sitting in my cart for about a week now, and I keep getting the fucking email every night from Head Split Records. And you ever heard of Head Split?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard of fucking Head Split. Like, what the fuck? How come you haven't told me about Head Split? They're fucking sick as fuck. This album right here, I think I messaged it to you the moment I heard it. I sent it to you because it was something special. Contender for album of the year, Chris Barnes. If you want to fucking get some inspiration, they they did Cannibal Corpse better than early Cannibal Corpse right here. Sadistic Drive, Perpetual Torture. Fucking, where are they from? They're from, Finland? Finnish death metal, I think? I don't know. I could be wrong. But
Shit, I haven't heard that. I have Sadistic Drive on my phone,
I sent
but
this
not
to
that
you.
album. Yeah, I don't have that album on my phone.
This album sounds like one of the first 3 Cannibal Corpse albums, but with better vocals, because anybody's better than Chris Barnes. But they're really good. They're really good. These guys are badass. This artwork is fucking killer. And I seen it. I don't know what drove me to listen to it. Like, I mean, I was just scrolling through and I was following new labels. Because what I started doing was going on other people's pages. If you see the Mayvizzle Instagram, I get followed by like 500, but I'm following like 1,000. And the reason I'm following so many, I'm not following people to get followers. I'm literally going on artists that I like Trevor Sternad, for example. I used to always go on who he's following and look for labels and shit like that. And I follow all the labels that I haven't heard of or bands that I haven't heard of. And I follow them because I'm like, yo, if he follows them, I fuck with them. If Johnny Freeze from Frozen Screams, I go on his shit. If he's following them, I want to hear what they're doing, you know? So
Right.
I found Head Split Records, and this fucking artwork caught my attention. I went and listened to it. Sounds like early Cannibal Corpse. Badass. I messaged the guys. They're coming on death matches and death metal in the near future. And this is going to be album of the fucking year. What contender for album of the year. Could be album of the year.
My contender for album of the year for sure, as of right now, is probably Weakest is the Flesh by Church of Disgust.
I haven't heard that yet, and we need to fucking talk about that too. So there's a stream right now you can listen to of this Church of Disgust. Is it on Spotify and everything? Has it hit all major platforms?
Yeah, I have it on YouTube Music.
I got to give that a listen. So I haven't heard of Church of Disgust. Give me the rundown on Church of Disgust.
Oh, dude, you haven't heard of Church of Disgust?
No, I mean, I'm disgusted with the church.
I mean, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I couldn't tell you how long they've been around. I know I've heard their Unworldly Summoning album. I have Veneration of Filth on vinyl. And I have, fuck, dude, I can never remember the name of it, but it is honestly one of my favorite records that I own. It's the last one they put out. Here it is. Consumed by Slow Putrefaction. The shit is so hard. So cool. And their newest album is called Weakest is the Flesh. And I honestly think that might be my favorite album this year so far.
Weakest is the Flesh.
It is hard. Very good. Very, very good. Old school death metal. Like, if you listen to really anything by Church of Disgust, you won't be disappointed. Veneration of Filth is really good. Weakest is the Flesh. Yeah, there it is. That's probably my favorite release of this year so far.
Weakest is the Flesh by Church of Disgust. Everybody listen to it. I haven't heard it yet. This looks pretty cool. Looks like some immolation type artwork. You got a bunch of people down here at the bottom getting sucked up and like fucking like molding together into this. I don't even know what I'm looking at right there. What is that?
It is so good.
Yeah,
it is such a good album. It's so heavy.
Arrogant Death, Horrific, Anathema, That Which Dwells in the Gloom. I really like that. I like the fucking, I like the titles of the songs. Looks interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody
honestly,
check out.
that 7-inch that I was talking about, that's probably one of my, besides my Flesh Rot 7-inch, that's probably the favorite one that I have out of all of them.
How many times have you played it?
Quite a bit. I have it on CD as well.
Is it getting like run down yet from playing it so much?
No, I play it on the CD most of the time nowadays because the CD has an extra track too.
Ah, man, I need to get a fucking boombox, dude. I'm so mad.
For real, dude.
You know, I don't even have a way to listen to any of these cassettes I have.
Dude, you got to get on that, man.
What do I go on Amazon and buy the cheap $30 one?
No, I would get on eBay.
eBay and buy like a Sony like fucking one from the 90s or some shit, right?
Something that works. Yeah, make sure you buy it from like a good, like credible source because like I have a tape player that looks legit as fuck. And I actually bought it from this guy on eBay called Legit Sales Enterprises. It doesn't
Legit
work.
sales.
It
What
doesn't
a
work.
fucking liar. That guy's a piece of
Yeah.
shit. Fuck you,
He
Legit
told
Sales
me he told me if
Enterprises.
I sent him shipping for another one, then he'd send me another one for free, which so maybe he would have. I don't know. But I didn't want to trust it because I feel like I kind of burned the bridge, if
He
I'm
already
being
wasn't
honest.
legit. You talk shit to him, huh? You basically did what I did with Chris Barnes earlier.
No, no, no. I didn't talk shit to him. I just messaged him and I was straight up with him. Like
You said you're gonna beat
I
his
was all
ass when you
no,
see
I
him.
was like, dude, I'm totally down to send you $20 more so that you'll just ship me another cassette deck because I really need one for a project I want to do. But I need to know for sure it works because my wife is gonna kill me if I spend more money on a cassette deck and
And
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
work.
work.
You know what I mean? Just like man to man, no big deal. Like I wasn't hating on him or anything. Like I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but
100%.
like I just said that to him and he never said anything back to me.
Wow, what an asshole.
Yeah, so I never sent him the money for the shipping, obviously, but just be careful out there. Look for something that works, make sure it works. If it doesn't work, find a way to fix it. Like I still need to take mine apart and like go through it and clean everything, even like deep clean it. Like just recently, I had to strip the wires and redo them all.
Fuck that. That's there are too many parts for that kind of shit, but it's like such a cool way to listen to shit. And I got
And
all
it's
these
worth it.
tapes. I got all this
It's worth
plastic,
it.
man.
It is worth it, bro.
I know. I'm
To
you
have the
know,
big speakers and like everything.
uh I just need to bring my shit over to your house, man. We need to fucking have a vacation, bro. Maybe
Real
vacation
dude.
with dirt
Yeah,
riffs.
just come here.
I'll be out there
Yeah,
for a week.
dude.
Fuck it.
Fuck yeah.
I'll tell my job like I got diarrhea. I gotta go see dirt riffs.
I have
I gotta go
diarrhea
visit my
for five
doctor.
whole days.
Yeah, for 5 days. It's just yep, that's it. It's just going. But
Just
yeah,
all diarrhea.
so we talked about Sadistic Drive. We talked about Mole. We talked about Flesh Rot. We talked about what did we just talk about? We just talked about some
Church
other
of
shit. Yeah,
Disgust.
Church of Disgust. Everybody listen to Church of Disgust. All the links for all this shit is gonna be underneath. Fucking if I'm not too lazy or hungover. Nah, they're gonna be there. The links will be there. But I want to talk about this project now.
Oh.
This is, and you know what's funny is I listened to this. So as I was in the hospital with my wife and my son being born, I was fucking going through it, and this album had just came out, and she was in labor, and I listened to this. I had my headphones in. I brought my headphones. I was like, I'm not bringing tablet, not bringing any books, not bringing the Nintendo Switch. I'm listening to some death metal until this baby comes out.
Right.
And I listened to this album. I listened to it like I want to say 5 fucking times while I was in there, back to
So
back
cool.
through the entire night of her going through labor, and then from the hospital till the baby was born. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it because there was so much going on in my life. I didn't have the ability to really like listen to it, but I
And soak it in.
knew it was groovy, and I could still, like it was easy listening.
I feel that.
It wasn't
Yeah, I
like
feel that.
I can't listen
It
to
was
black
like,
metal.
yeah, it was like a wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, and the thing is, it was cool. Like I'll to show you the other thing that I listened to at that time too, because this was the other thing. And I didn't show this fucking tape. I don't know why I didn't show this tape. I got to show this tape. I can't say very much about this tape other than buy this tape. But Curios. I don't know why I didn't lead off with this tape, but Curios, Saturnal Chambers. This is a black metal project. I was listening to this in the hospital and I actually bought this after hearing it because this is like the weirdest black metal album I've ever heard. It's just so avant-garde. It's only 3 tracks. It's a fucking demo. that came out like a year, or 2020 came out in like November of 2020. But
Okay.
I actually reached out to Curios after hearing this and talked to them about their project, and they said there is something coming in the future. After that demo, and I was like, hey, that's cool. They're one of the few black metal bands that is actually down to like talk to me.
Right.
So I got mad love for that. But I listened to Curios, and I listened to it like 3 times, and I was like, this is great. I'm buying this. Now I'm listening to that new Mutilatred because everybody says it's so good. And
Oh, dude, Mutilatred is god tier.
so I
They're
jumped in.
criminally underrated.
It's hilarious because it didn't click. The new Mutilatred didn't click for me. And then,
Oh,
but here's the thing.
it's a beat machine.
Well, here's what happened. So I talked to fucking I talked to Mike from Warflurch on Warflurch Wednesday. Like I think it was the week after I had my kid, or 2 weeks after. I don't know. But I had a couple beers and I talked to him, and I said, "What do you think about this new Mutilatred?" Like I listened to it a bunch of times, but I couldn't like wrap my head around it yet. And he said it's pretty much an amalgamation of all the best shit that's going on in Ohio right now in one album. And when he put it like that, I was like, because I knew Mutilatred, but I didn't know they're from fucking Ohio. And I didn't think to compare it to fucking Haxon, Scab Hag, fucking Sanguisugabog.
Mutilatred's been around forever. Mutilatred is like Limb Splitter OG. Have you heard Limb Splitter?
No, but I heard a Torso Fuck, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. But
so, Limb Splitter is another. I feel like Limb Splitter was way before Sanguisugabog. I'm pretty sure it was way before. And Devin actually does vocals for Limb Splitter.
That's the one that got pulled off of YouTube Music, right? Because the artwork, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it very sexual? It was very sexual.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, he talked about feet. All he talked about was feet on every song.
No, I feel like it was.
I'm just kidding. I know Devin likes feet, though.
No, but anyways, one of the guitarists for Mutilatred is actually Drew from Sanguisugabog.
Oh, okay.
So, but Mutilatred's been around for a while, and they're like OG shit.
That's so crazy because, oh my god! Like once I got that perspective, I went in, I listened to the album again, and I was like, "This is great. I get it. And the songs they're digestible as far as time goes. Like they're not too long. You know, a minute 30 seconds for some of the songs, and it's just really good death metal.
Yeah.
It was so great. So after I talked to Mike about that, because I get a little game time now. Now that I got the newborn, I'm like, hey, I gotta play some fucking video games. Like to my wife, I'm like, give me an hour to game out, you know, and just to keep my sanity. And I was playing the new Evil Dead game, and all I did was play that to Mutilatred for a couple hours, and I was fucking digging it. I played with Alan Cassidy from Black Dahlia Murder fucking the other week too. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was his first time playing. That was pretty tight. We were talking about it. I reached out to him too. I'm like, man, I fucking love you, bro. Like, I really like. I'm getting drunk now, so I'm just talking some shit. But anyways, yeah, I played game with Alan Cassidy, woo, and I listened to Mutilatred too at the same time. So yeah, it's definitely a really good fucking album, and definitely in my contenders for album of the year. We're gonna.
You would say so?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, you listen to this album, and you know what else clicked for me this week? What finally clicked for me, and it's been 2 months almost 2 months, a month and a half. The new Undeath album, the fucking what's it called? It's Time to Rise from Your Grave.
No, it's called Undeath's the Bleeding.
Undeath's the Bleeding, pretty much. That's what somebody said about it. And I was talking about it before. Remember I told you it didn't click for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I listened to it.
It's got very old school Cannibal vibes, I think.
It was such
Except for the title track. The title track sounds like Carcass.
Dude, so the singles all stuck out to me, and I love the singles. Necrobionics is probably my favorite song on the album.
Same.
But you know what I haven't done yet? And I did this with, it really clicked for me the first time when I heard an Undeath album. I sat there with the lyrics and I read the lyrics while listening to shit, And then I realized, oh my God, like kicked in the, oh man, you got the fucking record. See, I almost asked you to get the record, but I didn't want you to have to ship it to me. And
I got this on the pre-order.
I need to get the goddamn, fuck, man. I don't have money. I don't have money right now. I got a baby. I can't fucking afford none of this shit.
I got lucky with this one. This was from the homie.
Oh, really?
They did the pre-order for this, and he grabbed me one, and I just paid him for it when I got paid.
Man, fuck. I need that fucking Dirt Riffs paying for then.
Yeah.
Hook me up with your boy, bro.
Always good to have a homie like that.
Straight up. No, you came through with that tape, man. I literally had that tape in so many carts and never pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah, it's actually in that box over there.
Oh, I'm so juiced, man, to get that fucking tape. And
I have a whole stack of stickers I'm sending you too, even though you said you have a ton of stickers, but I'm sending you some that you don't have.
I'm gonna put them all over my fucking body.
All right, do you want to see one of them? I'm kind of.
You got a Black Dahlia murder sticker? I'm gonna fucking shit myself right here on the stream live.
No. There's some Boise exclusives in here.
The Shakedown.
The Shredder.
The Shredder. Oh, okay. So that's your venue you go to all the time. And they actually have a skate park, right?
Yeah. They got like a half pipe and shit. It all says Boise on it.
Dude,
this is a Boise Death Doom band.
Old year.
They're really good. I think there's a couple other ones. I think I threw some Barbaric Brutality ones in there. The Undeath one. I think this is an old year sticker as well.
Dude, that's fucking hard. What's she looking through?
Just the chick with the camera.
Oh, it's a camera.
Pretty cool stuff.
Man, I'm about to slap that shit all over my body and take a picture for Instagram. I'll put that shit on some cool shit. That's the thing. I got stickers that are too fucking big. Like, you want to see some fucked up shit? Oh, and I haven't even shown. I don't have room in this room anymore for fucking flags. And look at this fucking flag.
Yeah, dude. Tell me about it.
I just got this fucking flag.
Oh, now I know what that is.
Now you know what it is.
I realized just now what it is.
It's fucking death. Scream bloody gore.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
That's not what you thought it was. There are two flags right there.
I knew it was. I know what the other one is.
I just did the Houdini.
Yeah, you did the Houdini.
You were like, what? I hella saw something
Wait
else.
a second. I can't believe you got one of those, bro. That is so sick.
Isn't that? You can get one.
Bro, I cannot afford that.
www.nightshiftmerchandise.com. $20. $20.
Oh, really?
At Night Shift Merch.
Okay. I seen
Body
that.
box. Microwave weed.
I looked at their like merch table just recently.
Microwaved weed.
Man, that's sick.
Had to get it. But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, man, fucking, I got this shit, but I got so many flags in this fucking room now, I don't know where to put it. Like, I'm literally I'm gonna block all my windows if I fucking put up another flag. Yeah,
just fucking hang flags on top of flags, and then like sometimes just fold them over or whatever. I don't know.
I know.
I haven't taken my cannibal one down in a while, just because it's like kind of a curtain.
Man, I wish I had the Vile flag. That shit's so cool.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones.
It looks so cool. You know, it's
all
funny.
the other ones I have are like of newer shit.
So
like the acid one, that like skull one, I got that one from like some dude on the classifieds because he had like a Bob Marley flag that my wife wanted, so I just bought that one too because it was like a skull with the hit of acid or whatever.
Big ass one too.
Dude, it's not even all the way open. I had to fold it over.
That's sick. Fuck.
It's huge.
I know. I got right behind you. I have a Subway Black Dahlia Murder Nocturnal poster, and I look at it like every time I fucking am doing anything on the show, and it's just like it almost goes to the ceiling. It's so cool. It's the castle, you know, like the walkway up to the castle. But yeah, man, fucking. There's something else I want to talk about too before, because we are running on time now. I forgot I had an allotted time. I wish I could go all night, but I have been, and for the longest time, I haven't gotten gore grind. I've been kind of grossed out by gore grind. For example, like when the Fluids albums were coming out, I was like, you got to listen to them first for me and let me know before I can get to them. And I've been a little bitch pretty much with this entire genre of shit. And I gotta say, I have, and it's really weird, but and before I even get into that, one of the biggest, god damn it, see, hymns to the gore. And this shit is completely blocked everywhere. The fucking artwork is blocked. Sorry, I gotta get this artwork really quickly. Now I gotta say, before anybody freaks out, this artwork was done by Nightmare Imagery, and it is not real. It is not real artwork. It's artwork, but it's not real. It's not like a real picture of shit. This image is all handcrafted fucking props. The blood is not real, or if it is blood, it's like pig blood. It's not like fucking people blood. This is not gore that I'm about to show on here. So the squeamish like me before this last week, it's so weird how like shit can change on you like that. And I don't know, maybe it's from being in the fucking birthing room, you know, when the delivery room when my wife had the kid. But I'm fucking with gore grind now. But that's my next thing I'm talking about. I want to talk about this album. I'm sorry, I didn't bring this album up previously. I need to
Is it super gory?
No, I'm rearranging it to fit the thing. It is super gory. It's probably the goriest album that I've seen. Let me see. It's the new Seep.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Hymns to the Gore.
Yeah, it's pretty gory. It's just as gory as the first Exhumed album.
Yeah, but still, I mean, this kind of artwork used to fucking like trigger me, bro. I don't know why.
No, it's just as gory as some of the other shit you see.
I looked at this, and you know what caught my attention? So there's an eyeball right here on the bottom, and it's green. And I was like, okay, nobody has a green eyeball like that. I was like, this is fake.
That's cool.
This is all handcrafted by Nightmare Imagery. The guy went and made all of these things out of like crafts, and then he brought the meat hooks out to this fucking. Basically, like Seep reached out to him and told him, or Vomitus from Seep, the band. He said, "Hey, I need you to make a Cannibal's Kitchen," and this guy's friend knew this creepy ass cabin in the middle of nowhere that like had a fucking cutting board and like a table in it. So they went out to this abandoned cabin. They fucking set everything up with the shit that he made, and then they like put the blood everywhere and took pictures. And this is like super cool. The first song, Jigsaw Face Fuck, has Brandon from fucking Thorn on it. Awesome fucking song. Doing guest vocals too. Normally he's doing guest guitar. I haven't heard
that yet. I want to hear that though, because I do dig Seep.
Really good. And you know what's crazy? Seep has always been like almost doomy death metal. Like really rhythmy. Dun 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 dun, like that kind of shit. Death grind is his direction on this new album.
Really?
Yeah. And it's really good. And I'm super excited for this fucking album. Available July 8th from Extremely Rotten Productions. He's not even releasing it on Gurgling Gore. There could be something on there, but it's going to be on Extremely Rotten. I thought that was just hella cool. It's like you think the guy, you know, Daddy Gore is Seep, and it's like you think the guy owns the label. He's going to want to put it out on his own label. It's like he's putting it out on a fucking label that he thinks it fits, and I got too much love for the dude. I support the shit out of his projects, and this fucking album right here, Hymns to the Gore, best believe I'm buying 10 of these motherfuckers. Everybody try and buy some Hymns to the Gore when that shit comes out, or pre-order it when it goes up on Extremely Rotten Productions. There will be there's going to be some previews, some content coming on Mayvizzle.com before the release of this album to build more hype for this release too, because I'm super excited for it myself. Um, and yeah, man, fucking that's something I want to talk about. But also that this type of shit, like that's the thing. I see this shit too much, and I'm literally taking a shower or like going to sleep when I'm sleep deprived, especially because I had a kid. And I close my eyes and I see this kind of shit, and it's really weird to me. Like, and I really weird to me, right? You know what I mean? Like when you see like some
Yeah.
fucked up shit, and
Yeah, there's a band that's like that for me, but I won't call them out on here.
oh, I'm gonna call them out on here. So I'm gonna call that band out. I already know Lipoma, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. So
They're really good.
that's why that's what I was segueing into. So I
Yeah,
didn't fuck with that gore grind shit. I was like, man, this shit kind of like, I for some reason I thought it was too over the top. I thought it was too cringe.
that's
You
what it's
know,
supposed to be.
I was exactly, and the funny thing is, I actually jumped into a live stream that Max Pierce, the dude from Lipoma, shout out to Lipoma. Everybody, if you haven't heard of Lipoma, look at Lipoma.
Lipoma is dope.
For gore grind, I always was like, you know, it's like the music is, I always thought it was like low effort, whatever. It didn't make sense to me. It didn't click with me. And so two things happened. One, homeboy, what's the fucking guy's name from Death Metal Radio? Do you know his name? I need to reach out to him just so I can know his name and reference him on the show. But basically, he came back from MDF and he had a fat ass stack of CDs. And a bunch of it was gore grind shit. And he had this one album, and I think I sent it to you. It's called Torso Fuck. Erotic Diarrhea Fantasies. It was a tape that he bought on this thing. And I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even want to see the artwork. I went on Spotify and there's no artwork on it. So I didn't want to Google it because it's probably going to be some scat or some nasty ass shit. Because that's what gore grind is. It's always like super nasty.
Right. It's super shocking.
Shit. Yeah, super shocking. And I don't want to have that in my visions. You know, I have a newborn right now, bro. Like, I'm fucking sleep deprived. Last thing I need is nightmares, you know, from some fucked up shit I've seen. And I don't look at that cartel shit. I don't look at that shit on the internet that people, like, send gore shit. You know, when I was 16, it was cool. Now that I'm old, I think about my mortality, and that shit fucks with me. But,
For real.
But I'll tell you this. So I went and I listened to the Erotic Diarrhea Fantasy because I was like, man, if the Death Metal Radio guy is buying this shit, it can't be that bad. So I went on Spotify, listened to it, and they actually had the lyrics on Spotify. So I was like, I'm gonna look at the lyrics. The lyrics were fucking hilarious. They were like the funniest shit. Like it was like Bud Incantation, but like times 1,000 in hilarious. Like how funny they were. I was just like, oh my god. That is why people listen to this, because it's so obscene and stupid that it's so fucking great. And the guitar, you actually listen to the guitar, it's not that bad. You listen to the vocals, it sounds like if a pig was on a microphone. It's fucking hilarious, and it's also like musically good. And then Lipoma. Now I've seen Lipoma popping in people's lives for like the last month or so, and I'm like, who the fuck is this Lipoma guy? And then Jason, when we were doing the giveaway stream for the Dirt Riffs raffle, Jason from Corpse Pile was in there, and he said some shit to Lipoma in the comments, and he was like, or I think he was in a live with us. I don't know. It's all a blur the last couple of weeks because it's kid. But Jason was like, Lipoma, did Spotify fix up your shit because they fucked up with your thing or the artwork or whatever? And I was like, wait, Jason fucks with Lipoma. I got to check out this Lipoma band because Jason, I fuck with Jason like Corpse Pile. Out of every band I've interviewed, and I love every band that I've interviewed. I'm absolutely grateful for everybody. I made some of the best friends from doing the show that I've done.
Right.
Corpse Pile has a really special place in my heart because I can watch that episode that I did with them over and over again because those guys were so fucking funny, and I can't wait to have them back on. I text Jason all the time, and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Like, I want to know what's up with this guy. Every time I see him on the internet, I'm trying to interact with his ass. He's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And everybody knows him. It's so weird. But Jason knew Lipoma, and I was like, well, if Jason fucks with Lipoma, Lipoma's got to be legit. And then I seen this post of like this song from Lipoma that popped in my feed. They just started showing up in my feed. I didn't even know who the fuck Lipoma was 6 months ago. I don't think you did either. And now they're everywhere. And I went on the thing and I listened to it for a second and I was like, well, it's gory, but it's like the first time I seen it was a little baby hand reaching out of the thing, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's weird. And I didn't look at it too
Yeah.
much, especially because I was having a baby too. So I was like, that's weird. But I listened to this little thing he did, and I was like, dude, this doesn't sound like that other gore grind shit I just listened to. This is like really good. Like the guy, it sounds like Black Dahlia Murder. It fucking sounds
Yeah.
like it. Like this is closer to Black Dahlia Murder than this other warship Black Dahlia Murder shit that I've heard. And Max Pierce went live from Lipoma, the vocalist from Lipoma, or the main guy. He does, it's a one man band. He does everything.
Yeah.
And he went live. I jumped in his live, and he's showing some crazy fucking art of some fucked up baby with a lipoma, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to see this. And I asked him, I said, why? I said, everything is really good about your project. Your shit is so good. Why do you do this fucked up ass art? You know, it's like hard to look at. And he said, actually, I do this because I'm fascinated with it from a medical standpoint. He said, if you look at most gore grind, they use pictures of murders and fucked up shit and like
Right.
terrible shit. He said, everything that I do is specifically from a medical standpoint. And it's all pictures that doctors have taken about medical oddities and shit. And I was like, real? Like what? Kind of like pharmacist, you know? Because I fuck with pharmacist in that sense. So I asked him, I said, when did this begin? And I'm going to have him on Death Matches and Death Metal. And I think I want to have you on that episode too, because you and me both shared the same fucking thing when we talked about it. I think I'm going to have him just come in. But
For real.
his story.
Like, I definitely feel like the music is really good. I really like it. And I will say from the very beginning, I was off put by it just because of the art.
That's exactly the same way I felt about it. And he said he was a medical student in Netherlands.
Right.
And did you hear about that? You heard that
Yeah.
story? Yeah. And he had his hands in corpses and was super intrigued by this shit, but he failed out of medical school. And he said one of the things that he did was it was taboo to look at the faces. They always cover the faces to keep them anonymous for respect. But he was always thinking about the philosophical shit, and he would uncover the faces. That is the craziest shit I've ever fucking heard. And I can't wait to talk to this guy fucking on the shit. What the fuck? It's so cool. Lipoma. If you haven't heard of Lipoma yet, check out Lipoma if you can stomach the fucking artwork. Beautiful music from a talented individual, Max Pierce. He's going to be coming on the show. We're going to have an interview with him. And I did tell him, I promised him I'd be shouting him out on Dirty Death Podcast. I wanted to just talk about that. But a combination of Lipoma and the dude from Death Metal Radio, I don't know his name yet, gotta message him. Combination of those have gotten me into gore grind a little bit, and I'm looking at gore grind now. I'm into gore grind, and I know that
dude, it's a cool genre.
Nick,
it really is. It's cool.
It's
just meant to be shocking, I feel like.
Well, and then there's a lot of really funny shit, like that video I sent you that was hilarious. You know what I mean? Like the guy Nick from Blemish, he fucking told me that or he was talking to me on an interview that I have to post tomorrow. Nick, if I don't post this interview by next week, I'm gonna send you some free shit. I'm sorry, but dude, I was supposed to post this interview with them like a month ago, but then the kid came, and yeah, fucking Nick fucking told me about he was talking about gore grind. Like the other dude in his band was clowning on him because he was like, he goes to the $5 like record area of the store where they just have all this like nasty gore grind that nobody wants, and he buys all that shit. And he was like, there's some good shit I could put you onto. I was afraid to look at that shit, but knowing that like you got a good musical taste, bro, Nick, fucking I'm down to tape trade with you. I got some tapes I'm down to trade. So yeah, man. On that note, I'm fucking with the gore grind now. Mutilate trade. Check out Sadistic Drive. Everything is underneath here. I gotta tap out of this motherfucker because we're running long. Next episode's probably gonna be able to be longer. Anything you want to say, Dirt Riffs? I kind of that was long-winded right now. I know.
Fuck, man. Just keep supporting the death metal scene. Everybody out here watching this, just fucking support underground death metal. Support your local death metal bands. even if you don't like them necessarily, at least they're trying to do their thing. Everybody's got some respectable qualities about them, so just keep supporting your underground death metal scene, and
Texas
you're just
Ketamine. Shitty
yeah.
music, great guys. No, I'm just kidding. I love their music. I love their music. I love
They're
you,
fucking
Texas
so rad,
Ketamine.
dude. They're so cool.
They're hella good.
But yeah, for real, just keep supporting the underground death
Chris
metal scene out there.
Barnes. Don't support him. He's not underground anymore.
Yeah, don't give Chris Barnes any more fuel to his fire.
Yeah, fuck Chris Barnes. I'm gonna end on that note. And the other thing is, Chris Barnes, this is for you. Chris Barnes. Fuck you, Chris Barnes. Ugh.
Oh my
right.
god.
That is the end of the episode of Dirty Death Podcast. We will be returning next week with another episode. I fucking love you, Logan. Thank you so much for coming on. And yeah, man, fucking links underneath for all the shit we're talking about, everybody. Fucking get your motherfucking butts on it.